I was committed to the cause, though. I ain't gonna lie, I was committed, nigga.
That's how I used to be when I couldn't what's called play the game late at night. Well, that's back when of course he first started, and my dad was on vacation because I think he was working too much. I'll be in the bed like oh you never I don't think everybody knew this right. So like this you know how it gets quiet at night. You ever feel this? Like
Uh-huh.
I'll be in my bed. I slide my TV all the way to my bed so I can see that shit. Getting out of that bad eyes. I'll be leaning on my shoulders. That's why my shoulder was all fucked up on the screen. I'll be leaning on my shoulder like that. Yeah. Watch my face so I can act like cause I know my mom I used to do that shit like to watch YouTube when I go to sleep and shit. So I could just leave it like that. They can't even see my TV. I had my controller under my blanket, make sure my shit was charged.
Nigga was committed. Haha, that nigga
Yeah.
thirsty.
That's why I used to only say shit when I had to.
On
Like,
me.
oh, this is
Moms was
crazy.
so, she used to be so thirsty to catch me,
Yo,
my nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
be listening the whole time. I'm be listening to everything.
Nigga, what? Moms would be so cold. She'd try to sneak up the stairs, like, she'd try to sneak up the stairs and catch a nigga, like, me to share the room. I used to be on the side, like, by the door and shit. So, if the door closed, you gotta open it. So I'm gonna hear, I'm gonna fake, I'm gonna just drop it fake. DJ have his TV on, I have my shit on. DJ used to be watching bullshit, so I'm like, he used to be watching bullshit. I used to hate watching shows with that nigga, like, I used to hate sharing the room because that shit was so ass. That nigga start playing music dumb late night, like, my nigga, like, what the fuck, I'm trying to go sleep. Could be simping. Like, I'm like, nigga, how you simp with a girlfriend? That nigga be playing all the Drake tunes. I'm like, bro, you not for real. Like, cut this
Playing Drake
nigga
with
off.
his
Like,
girlfriend.
yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm like, cut this nigga off. For like, turn some on for like some
Too
funny
late for
shit.
all that.
Some cut turn on outrageous acts of science. I used to, I don't know why I did. I never ever liked that show. Like, I hate that show with a passion. Outrageous acts of science. I never ever fucked with that show. I hated that show. I used to hate watching that shit. And that's I'm like, yeah, I can't watch you cut no more. No, I can't even watch what he watch. If he talks to smoke shit, I'll be cool. I just cut my game off shit. Put my controller on the dresser. Nigga have my shit turned all night then. But bro, take me back in time. I wanna go back to high school. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, that's true. I never watched that shit.
Yeah, that shit was ass.
That shows like that always put me to sleep though.
That shit never put me to. I used to hate watching that shit. Man, you leave a room. Why you would have two TVs going? He was saying, nigga, shut up. You be watching bullshit, so I'm not gonna keep doing that. I used to have to be, cause I'm thinking like, damn, if I had to go back to doing that again, I would. I ain't gonna lie. I wanna go back to time. Like, we
The
gonna start over.
government arrest me. It's like mom always was my past. I should be like, please open my door. Please open my door. I know if I have my door locked, it's gonna make them want to come in more. So if I have my shit open, you never know when they're gonna walk in.
Maybe. If I go back to that fool, I wouldn't lie. I'd go back so fast. Like, nigga tired of, man, what moms used to pay for it. Ooh, no, you ain't gotta pay rent out your pocket. Woo, woo. Ah, it's a beautiful thing. You gotta pay rent, gotta do this, gotta do that. Like,
You gotta go to school,
fuck.
cause
That my nigga life was so simple. And niggas used to be stay after school with your homies. Like, now we all working and shit. Life's like, damn, we can't even chill. Like, we can't do shit together no more. Cause somebody might not have an off day, or this person just might have this. All these like, damn,
yeah, everyone got one off day.
on me like that. I'm like, fuck, bro, nigga. Like the day when we went to Liz, nigga, I'm like, fuck it. I ain't passing this one. I'm finna go to homies. I ain't want to be there anyway.
That was a smooth day too. And by the time we finished, it was about you still would have never been off too.
You know me, I'm like, okay, that was a smooth ass day. Went, hats, laughing and shit. Like, nigga, that was a smooth day. Cause like, I'm glad I'm
Shit was
like,
bowling.
fuck that shit. I'm glad I
Told you
left
let's go
early.
bowling. That shit was fun. I think
You
he like shit
crib.
a photo. When
That
they
nigga did almost fall. Cause when he first stepped on the floor, that nigga almost slipped.
cut
Massa.
went too far.
Cut would
He
have
went too
slipped on
far the
his
way up.
neck and his back, and his massa. I would have been crying.
Good for the everything. Like, you trying to get away. Oh, they didn't
That
want to
nigga
wait.
stupid. That nigga fucked the thing. We like, this nigga really dumb.
That nigga just watching us like a weirdo.
Little Asian nigga in the back. And then you said they're waiting on you. Nigga, shut up, nigga. I know that they waiting, bitch. Ain't no man left behind.
That's what he told you when we was leaving?
Yeah, when you ain't walked out, this nigga, I just take forever to tie his shoes. I'm like, this nigga.
Of course, wait for us to leave, man. We like fucking it up. They probably watching us the whole
That nigga
time.
every day, he just waiting on black niggas to be black. That nigga said, see what I'm talking about?
He like fucked it all up. Everything was just cool at first. So what the fuck wrong? You told nigga wait, he
Oh,
gonna try
fuck
to hit
nigga.
the whole thing.
This nigga feel like Zamari. It's cool though. He playing like a bitch, man. He only sending what? 2 niggas? Mixing. He's supposed to be one of my new tryhard teams. Watch out, Joe Mixon. Oh shit, what's up? I just dipped on cuz, nigga. I threw a receiver play for the running back. Cuz caught it. Broke the tackle. I just dipped on that nigga. That nigga cheese on here. He got bruiser and on bar. It's gonna be dumb hard to tackle this nigga. He be getting
Hey,
bussy.
I should have a tank too.
That is hard. The baby was smooth on that. I was lying. And he playing my defense too. That's the crazy part.
Wait, what is this? Alright,
Bro, answer, bro.
I'm already doing, man.
What's up? Gonna go sleep on the phone.
Got mercy, doctors.
Custer.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Newton now to throw. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Newton. throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, and he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Wilson now on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here we go. Ready? Alert, Thomas.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Kill.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
11 MT, hey, stop.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to Mixon on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Now Joe Mixon, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. To throw, Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. Trying to improvise. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another hit.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So that'll back them up 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that draws them level. It's 23-23. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, The other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there in overtime. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering where's that magic line for my kicker. They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
They still can't get it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Just keeping the play alive. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one.